Well, hello there, guys, and welcome to our Twitch stream here. We're going to be playing some Scourge of War Waterloo. So I think we're just going to go straight for one of the hello there, guys, and welcome to our Twitch stream here. We're going to be playing some 1 second while I pause here on Twitch. So we're going to probably just be playing the standard battles, I think. We'll take a look here at the Waterloo battle. And I think we'll go ahead and maybe take... let's see. So attack and destroy the enemy left. That's certainly one of the Waterloo French missions here. But I'm thinking I'm going for something a little smaller than this. What about this? All right, drive the Prussians back to the village of Placendois and secure the right flank of the French army. This looks good enough. We'll go ahead and launch the scenario. And of course, welcome guys. If you're watching us on YouTube, how's it going? If you're watching us on Twitch, how's it going? Obviously, we're trying to expand sort of the amount of platforms that we're streaming to at the same time. So definitely would love you guys to check out both, of course, whichever you prefer. So we're ordered to attack the village of Placendois with our division. The 4th Battery of the Guard Reserve Artillery is attached to your division. Drive the Prussians out of the village and hold it against further attacks. You can actually see there's like a lot of dead bodies already there in the village. I mean, there has been a fight here for sure. Just look at that. That is pretty hardcore. So I think we're going to go up this road right here. I already actually see some enemy units there. So let's grab this unit. We've got some interesting looking units too. Look at these guys. Very interesting uniforms. All right, move them forward. Movement. And actually we can move all these guys as a group, which is probably, actually, it's not something I would do right now, just because this is kind of a single lane road. I'd rather just get our guys to start firing down it if possible. And we apparently have some actual skirmisher units here, so I'm going to bring them in as well. Looks like our cannon should be able to do some damage here too. Beautiful. So they're going to start firing right there at that unit, guys. Bunch of Prussians just holding out. The Geiteringen Brigade. Hey, how's it going, Tescure? All right, here we go, guys. Pour victoire! They have like 3 or 4 skirmishers here. I'm not really too concerned about them, but probably a good idea to get them out of the way. And for the rest of our guys, I think we're actually going to move them right across the field. So let's actually grab these guys here, and we're just going to move forward. Beautiful. These guys don't mind moving by themselves, but of course, some of these units have to remain separate from the main army here. Like these 3 units, I think they're really going to have to focus on what the enemy has here. Let's actually move these guys a little closer. I could actually run with them to get to that position faster. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Already spot these guys. I really want to get those guys in the back though, but you got to start small. So we'll go ahead and take these enemies out. Yeah, they're definitely already firing. Come on, men, shoot! You can do it. Hey, good to hear it, Arcandro. guys, let's take a look over here. I want to make sure the rest of our army is, of course, moving to the center. And it looks like they are. We don't really have anything to worry about right now. We've got some decent cannons sort of in front there. And do we even have a cavalry division? Wow, that's pretty cool. I don't think we control it, though. No, we don't. Still pretty fascinating to have an entire cavalry division there. Let's see if we can get these skirmishers to fall back. There we go. They're gone. And, of course, we are going to keep on moving forward, guys. Now, usually in these streets, it's a lot better to just go with a line formation, or not a line formation. What's this thing called? With a column formation. But I think I'm actually going to just go ahead and force these guys to walk forward, start targeting the enemies over here, of course. You can see there are so many casualties on this field already. It's going to be a tough one. Looks like they might already spot us. Is that possible? Or maybe we just hit them with some artillery. They've definitely taken some hits, so it's got to be the arty bombing them, because there's no way they can spot us at this point, unless they're really, really lucky. Oh, very cool, Tesker. Glad to hear it, man. Still not close enough. They should definitely be able to spot the enemy at this point. But it looks like they're still having some issues. Come on, how much closer do we have to get? Oh, they keep on moving. Okay, there we go. That's perfect. Start firing from here, guys, and they're actually spreading out themselves. I want this unit to hold. Hold, 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 hold. When this situation occurs, we might be forced to do a charge here, which I really don't want to do. I'd rather just open fire on the enemy. There we go. No! Do you guys see what's happening here? This is frustrating. All right, come on. Get into position. And no, we're still forcing us to keep moving forward, which is really weird. I don't know why that's happening. Let's take a look at this unit. I don't want our general to get shot the first few seconds of the battle, so I'm going to go ahead and actually move these units forward to start facing the enemy, firing at the enemy, etc. So we can finally stop moving. It's about time. The enemy is running. Let's go ahead and get a shot ready. Maybe we'll get lucky and kill one of the generals. Who knows? Move these guys over here. And of course, how could we forget the Voltigeurs de la Garde? These guys are tough. We want to bring them forward as well for the fight. Really make them one of the main points here. Should be able to target this guy pretty soon. Yeah, I think it was definitely considered, what's it called? Not honorable to fire at generals or commanders. I think commanders might be more on limits, like NCOs, that sort of thing. But I think generals on a horse, yeah, you generally wouldn't shoot at them. Of course, I'm sure people did. It's a pretty easy way to end a battle or to give yourself a nice advantage. Alright, right, there we go. So we've begun to fire over here, and I'm actually going to stop this guy right there. The enemy has been running a lot this battle. Got to put a stop to that. He would stop them from running. Come on, guys. Alright, here we go. We're going to open fire. Here, let's wait a little bit. I mean, Total War Napoleon compared to this, it's really pretty bad comparison because in this game you can actually get the entire Battle of Waterloo. You can get like, I think it's what, 20, 30,000 units, even more. In Napoleon Total War, the amount of units you can get is, you know, restricted. It's also not a very realistic game, whereas this is an extremely realistic game. Everything down to hit detection for bullets of the time. I mean, Napoleon Total War, I mean, if you're just a child and, you know, maybe don't have a very long attention span or something like that, yeah, I would recommend getting Napoleon Total War. But if you want to actually play a true strategy game, I would definitely pick up Scourge of War Waterloo. That's just how I feel. There we go, boys. We got them trapped like fish in a barrel. Oh, the commander's point of view mode. I don't think I've actually tried the commander's point of view mode yet. So we're going to go ahead and keep on attacking here. And at this point, I think we can start moving up over here on the left side. But we really do want to worry about that enemy unit moving in here. I saw trees, bushes, failed, switch back. Gotta get quite close. Alright, so we can actually see some of the enemy generals over here. We're firing down. Ooh, sorry guys, give me 1 second. One second, my friends. Okay. Okay, sorry about that, guys. We had a little technical issue, but we're getting back now. Boom! Wow. That's a lot of dead enemies very, very quickly. No, there's certainly comparisons to be drawn. I don't feel that Napoleon Total War is really a realistic representation of Napoleonic warfare. You know, it's an entertaining game in its own right, but this is definitely as real as you're going to get in terms of any sort of Napoleonic warfare game, really. You're not going to get any more real than this. And if we played the entire Battle of Waterloo, it would take us hours, like several hours. It'd be a serious issue. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they're very different games, obviously. They focus on the same time period. I would say that's the only thing that's similar. All right, nice. Get some flanking shots here. It's an interesting question for sure, Nebelrofer. I can't honestly comment, especially not during this stream. I wish I could give you my opinion, but I can't say. I really can't say. All right, looks like we're sending a lot of the enemies back, but of course we still have these guys right here in the center of town. Go, they're running. Beautiful. And of course we want to take the church. I believe it's a church. So we're going to go ahead and move here. A lot of artillery fire obviously coming in. Alright. We've got to be careful with the cavalry here. I actually hope the cavalry charges because then we can put these guys in a box formation. Or square formation, excuse me. Sort of find out what happens. Come on, boys. Oh, they're already getting into square formation. Smart thinking. Definitely very smart thinking by our men. I'm actually going to go ahead and try to get these guys over here. Same with these guys. I think just having one square formation over there is going to be sufficient in case the enemy tries anything with the cavalry. But I'd like them to start moving forward now, to be honest with you. Get them out of the church, boys. Might be able to charge the church. Let's try. Nope. So I guess to actually get the enemy out of the church, we really need to shoot the enemy out of the church. And there's actually an enemy unit right here sort of holding, or standing guard, I should say, holding their position. Either or. And we'll get this infantry unit to start firing at them. Go, lads. And some skirmishers. Keep firing, boys. We're going to turn these guys to the right just a little bit to get a better shot. And actually the enemy's getting quite a few reinforcements here. So we want to be very careful. There we go, boys. Fire away. Give them hell. Really good shots here with the skirmishers, guys. And you can see, I mean, the enemy has suffered enough at this point. I would just fall back. But they insist on fighting, so we'll give them a fight. Alright, let's take a look over here, guys, sort of the center of the battlefield. And it looks like our square has seen some action. Sure. Let's see how our guys on the right side are doing. So actually pretty good. I want to get this guy over here, though, so that they can fire from multiple angles. This is going to work out a lot better for us. And it looks like we're actually doing very well against the enemy right now. We're supposed to take this entire village. To do that, we need to take the church. But maybe we can manage it. Who knows? Alright, we've got enemy cavalry approaching. Shoot them, boys. Shoot them. It's a little too late to get into square formation. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, it's gonna be way too late to get into square formation. Yep. I was worried about that. Shoot them men! Make sure to at least make that cavalry unit regret the charge, but that was a nice little charge there, I have to say. Well, come on, men. Nice little shot there. A few of them going down. Here we go, guys. Once again, square coming to the rescue here against the cavalry. But they did manage to push back those skirmishers. And let's see what's going on here. So maybe it's not a bad idea to get these artillery pieces and move them over here close to the church. It might not be such a bad idea. So I'm going to move this artillery piece. Move this one as well. You don't need to move every single one, but a few couldn't hurt. Good shot. Nice volley there by our guys. Make sure they do not return. I'm going to keep on firing just to make sure they don't come back to the battlefield. So we're going to focus entirely on the church. Good shooting, boys. Look at that. Is that a lone hussar just kind of running down the battlefield? A little strange to see that. Look at that. He's actually approaching us. He might be coming to give our general a message, actually. It could be a courier. Wow, that was interesting. All right. I'll take it. And we'll go ahead and start facing towards the church here. So let's do that. Get a little bit closer here to the church. And at the same time, I kind of want to watch the enemy here on the right side. Let's bring these guys in as well. You can actually see the church is kind of on fire already, so they might be about to pull out. And we could obviously take that position, get 1,000 points. It's definitely going to put us on the road to a victory. Right. Wow, this is very, very close. And this might end up being, well, some close combat, to put it mildly. All right, there we go. Come on, stop, boys. Stop, boys. If you're gonna charge, damn it. There we go. We really didn't mean to attack, but it happened, so I guess there's not much we can do about that. Keep it up, boys. Keep firing. Volley fire. There we go. Nice. They actually should probably work on their shooting, because that was pretty damn close. Should have been a definite few kills, actually. Alright, let's keep on moving, guys. We've got plenty of enemies to fight. Bon chance, mon ami, bon chance. You can see also a lot of enemies approaching here. So I'm going to see if we can go ahead and move into the church. We should be able to. I'm not sure if there's a button to enter a building. I don't think there is. I think you just kind of stay in the general area. But I could be wrong. Move this guy up. The general, where is the general? There he is. And we're definitely rallying near it. Alright, there we go, guys. So we're definitely in the building at this point, but still not ours. So we might need to fight off these Prussians. They could be stopping us from actually fully taking the victory location. So many Prussians. And this is our Votigos de la Garde. These are very, very good shooters. And I wouldn't want to lose them in this battle, so I'm going to see if we can go ahead and do some damage here to the enemy. Hey, how's it going, Ragaroots? And there we go. Now it is under French control. We've got to keep that up, guys. And I think just basically overwhelming this area with men, with manpower, etc., is going to be the key to victory here. Man, those guys on the right are getting some pretty good shots at us. Well, when in doubt, turn to the right. We're going to have them fire in sequence. No, stop moving. I don't know why the units on this particular battlefield insist on moving. Alright, let's go ahead and open fire here, guys. Boom! Absolutely made them run. They did not like that. There's only like 7 or 8 of them that went down, but it was enough to show these guys that they need to get the hell out of here. Very nice. Alright, I'm actually going to halt here. Should be able to see the enemy. There we go. Don't forget, we also have some men firing from the actual church itself. We even got some men over here by the church, sort of waiting. Very good job, boys. Alright, now we got to focus on this unit here, but you can see we basically put a large part of the enemy army to flight. They're just taking off. They don't want anything to do with this battle. They're headed back home. Alright, come on, boys. Open fire. Set them to volley mode. And this, of course, just allows them to fire all at once, which is extremely useful, as you can imagine. Oh. Getting into a different position here, and it's probably because we got enemy cavalry nearby. So if think they're being a little overly paranoid. I don't see that enemy cavalry anywhere close, really. And it looks like we've pretty much destroyed this part of the enemy army. There's still more, of course. Yes, thank you, Tester. I agree 100% with you, man. Okay, here we go. We can also get this guy on the right. Pretty sure we can catch him. But I don't want to leave too many... see, if I start taking men away from the church, as you guys can see, it's going to go back to neutral control. To win the battle, it's got to be under our control, basically. So I'm going to move some cannons over here. Just get everything we can over here. Maybe even some infantry units if we have any left. And I think this one is... no, I don't think we own this one. Sounds like slavery. Don't think we own this one. No, we definitely don't. So we might have to actually send a few units back just to make sure that this area is being held. And the same with this unit here. I'm just going to have them stop. Eventually we will take the area back. It will be officially ours. And it's a defeat! Oh, so close! We'll take a look at the statistics here. We should have done better because had we just stayed there and saved this area, we probably would have gotten a win. You can see enemy casualties, 1,229. We only had 439 casualties on our side, and that's not counting the casualties that were here before the battle. So I would say that's pretty damn good. Not bad odds at all. We want to, of course, take a look at more guys. So we're going to end the battle right now, and I will show you guys few other battles, really, and basically just what you get when you buy the game. So in this particular Scourge of War Waterloo, you can also obviously play multiplayer. You can get some modifications if you want. Check out the community. But the thing that I want to show you guys is I actually have all of the campaigns. Now, of course, creating a sandbox campaign is quite fun. But for the Waterloo battles, we've got the Waterloo French battles. This is the list, and some of these can take hours to complete, or at least a very, very long time. Some take a little less, etc. If we take a look here, there's also Waterloo Allied missions. This would be playing as the Brits or the Prussians, this sort of thing. And definitely very, very fun. And of course, we've got Quatre Bras, Ligny, and Wavre. These are our three DLC, so I highly recommend you guys take a look at those two. If you like the base game, you're going to love these three. They're fun, what can I say? All right, let's see if we can go ahead and at least get marching with some of the Allied troops, so we can show you guys the regalia that the Allied troops have. All right. Oh, we're leading Prussians. Order to attack and occupy the village of La Saint-Noir. All right, let's go for it, boys. I like the black uniforms of the Prussians. They just look really very, very classy. Try to stay away from the artillery over here. Also like their caps. Sort of berets. We will defeat Napoleon, Mena. These guys look much more Napoleonic, I guess would be the correct word, than the other ones do. Alright, 1st Battalion. And I already see a few Frenchmen over here, but there's going to be a lot at the church for sure. We definitely want to try and put some damage down on the church. Seems to be a lot of churches in the last few games. Dealing with churches all day. Alright, let's move up. Spread out, boys. Yes, I agree with that, B. Vargas. And I do believe the game has a campaign mode. I haven't tried it yet, Sandbox Campaign. I'm not sure how it works or if it implements any of those things, but I agree that would be excellent. I would love to see that. Basically being able to have the battles of Scourge of War Waterloo, but also being able to have the diplomacy and the politics of the time system as well, or the era. I think that would be very interesting indeed. Man, I don't know if I want to send too many guys over here just because of all the cannons. We know we have to send a few guys, but let's try and be a bit selective here. This guy, I'm going to run into position. Spread out with these guys, and spread out with these guys. Once they do that line formation, you can just see how massive the group is. Alright, I actually already see some French appearing here. Some extra French. We did not expect this. So trying to hit those guys across the actual river is probably in our best interest. We are going to be turning our flank towards the enemy, so I'm not happy about that, but I think we need to get on this. I mean, with that many French moving this way, we absolutely want to try and start targeting them immediately. Immediately. There we go. Beautiful. Start firing already. Oh, don't get in the way, boys. This can't be good. There we go. Nice! Look at all those guys dropping. Not bad. Keep it up, guys. Very good shooting on our end. Rule Britannia, says Jake. Indeed, son, indeed. So clearly our guys are not in the best position. And they know that, but they're still getting some great shots here. Love how the general is just sitting on his horse like nothing's happening. It's actually pretty classy, though. Getting close to his men. Pew, 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 pew. Indeed. Got some more French arriving as well, guys, over there. To the west. And I want to bring some more men forward. I don't think I directly control... Oh, I guess I do directly control the cavalry. Alright, I am going to try, and this is going to be tough, but I'm actually going to try to charge the enemy here, but I think they'll get into square formation before we do. Yeah, they're already getting into square formation. There's definitely 2 battalions inside the church, as you can see there. Fire at will, boys! Who do I have to pay to get on here today? Alright. A lot of French trying to cross this bridge. We need more reinforcements. Bring these boys forward. And defend these boys as well. But I still think they're going to find it very tough to get across this bridge. Keep firing, boys. Look at that. Nope. You're not going to be able to cross the water. Might as well just get used to it and walk around, boys. Look at that massive amount of French artillery. Now, I'd like to attack the artillery units with the cavalry. Don't know how long it's going to take them to get over there. We're definitely wiping out the enemy just because they are in this square formation to avoid the cavalry. We're completely wiping them out in terms of volley fire. We might as well keep that going. In fact, we'll give them a nice volley fire. Fire all at once and just wipe that square out completely. By the men. Oh yeah! That. Alright, some of the guys are across the river at this point. Now I almost want to charge. If you can right now, though. It's probably because we ran all the way here, so our guys are pretty damn tired. But it's definitely something to consider. And as you can see, the French are already charging our group here. Oh boy, it's going to get into bayonet combat, guys. We can't even save our boys. Wow, our men ran away very quickly. Said that, Ruinifor. That's pretty cool. Did Alexander Magno? Sounds Alexander Magno-esque. Alright, there we go, guys. Crossing the river, and of course we're just going to be picking them off. The closer they get. There's actually a dead general here. I think I just noticed it. But the general, the French general, got killed crossing the river there. As you can see, he's kind of on his saddle. Or I should say he's hanging off his saddle, really. But he got shot, and you can see all of the French that just got wasted there with that fruitless, pointless movement. This thing is awesome. Blucher did at Waterloo. That's awesome, Ruinifor. I did not know that. That is probably my new favorite quote of all time. Very, very neat. My God, sir, I've lost my leg. Indeed. I'm sure that happened quite a lot. There we go. We've got another group of French that don't want any part of this battle. We might still be able to get quite a lot of casualties here as they run away. But we want to show some pity, I think. Keep it up, boys. Of course, bringing forward the cannons was probably also a good idea. When we brought forward the cannons with the other church, it seemed to work out pretty well for us. Definitely a winning plan. So maybe for this we need artillery as well. Oh, I've never heard of it. It sounds pretty interesting, though. We have our own Field of Glory, of course, but you guys are going to like that. But I'm not sure if it's the same game, our original Field of Glory, because I think there are multiple eras in that one. Could be wrong. Have it in my archives. Nice, Vicar. we're gonna charge, guys. Bayonets for the Konig. Fianasconic. See how we do against the French. Pretty nice shots there at the end, but we're catching them with the bayonets. Slaughter the men. Show no mercy. Actually, they got away from our bayonets pretty damn quickly. Now, of course, we're setting up to start shooting again. Yes, Vargas, that is correct. Ah, that S is tricky. That makes sense. Field of Glory. Alright, guys. Well, we're going to get to the end of the stream now. I hope you guys have been enjoying it. We really, really do like to play this game in particular. I mean, Scourge of War Waterloo is just a beautiful game to watch. If you guys ever do want to see the actual full Battle of Waterloo, we could probably work that out at some point, maybe even do a Let's Play of it or a series of it on the channel. So make sure to go stop by the channel, guys, the Slytherin and Matrix channels. You definitely want to take a look there, have some fun, and see what we've done so far, because anytime we complete something here, we obviously go ahead and upload it to the channel almost immediately. So go take a look, see if there's something else you might like, and I hope to see you guys at tomorrow's stream. I think it'll be a surprise what we stream tomorrow, but you guys should have fun. Once again, thank you both from YouTube, Mixer, and Twitch. We're streaming 3 different places right now. I want to thank all of you guys for showing up, and I hope you had a really, really fun time. Take care, guys. Thank you for watching, and have an awesome, awesome day.